Hey everyone, Mr. Gibson here. This is a quick tutorial to help you if you're entering my tinkercad Eggcup drawing competition. So here I am on my home page, and I want to create a new design. So once you're in your workspace, I think the way I'd go about this is using some half spheres. If you drag a half sphere into your workspace for starters, and this little, if you select it, this little arrow up here is a rotate arrow. So I don't want my egg cup that way up, do I? I want to rotate it 180 degrees. So it's upside down. And then I want to resize it to fit my egg. So I'm going to assume that this is the bottom half of an egg. I'm going to make this hemisphere the same size as a standard large egg. So if I select on that little dimension tool there, and then I can redimension that one at 45 millimeters. I can do the same to this one, 45 millimeters. And then I want to resize the height of it as well. And that's this dimension here. That wants to be half of that, so it's 22.5 millimeters. Okay, so that object is the size of the bottom half of a standard large egg. Okay, grab another hemisphere and stick that in the workspace and do the same thing. I want to rotate it by 180 degrees. And I want to resize it. But this time I want to make it slightly bigger than an egg. So I'm going to add 5 millimeters in each of the X and Y dimensions. So in this one I'm going to make it 50. And in this one I'm going to make it 50 as well. And in Z, 25. Okay, so I've got two hemispheres now, one for the outside of the egg cup and one that's going to cut the inside away from the egg cup. So the first thing I need to do is align those two shapes. So if I select them both with a big selection box, let's just drag into the workspace view. If I select both those objects, okay, and use the align tool. So in the X and Y axis, I want to center align them. So see these three dots here? If I choose the center one, that center aligns them in that axis. This center dot will align them in that axis. But in the Z axis, I want the tops to be aligned, not their middles. So I click that top one there. So now they're aligned on X and Y, and the top surfaces are both aligned. So if I now select one of those objects, the inner one, and I say I want it to become a hole, okay, that tells the software that I want to use that smaller hemisphere to cut a hole in the larger hemisphere. So I've selected the small one and told the machine it's a hole, and now I group the objects, select them both, and group. And when you do that group command, it makes the cut. Okay. So that's how I would go about creating the bowl part of your egg cup. After that, it's up to you. You've got all of these other tools that you can use to create the stem of the egg cup and the base of the egg cup and any kind of decoration you want. I recommend at some point you Google it, perhaps something like 3D printed egg cups, to give yourself some good ideas. Okay everybody, good luck.